You know,
Yeah.
I know people will always get to all the information on apples, but pears we don't seem to get the information on. So tell me about all the different pears and sweetness and.
Sure. Well, we got pears. It's a great category, especially at this time of year. These pears are all American grown. They all come out of Washington State, and they're all freshly harvested, and they're wonderful. I mean, we have about 6-7 different kinds of at the moment. And let's start with the ones on the right here. They call these Bosque pears. This is our. Let me. Taking pictures of it?
No, this is no. We're on.
Oh, we just listening.
We're recording.
These pears will never get soft. They're hard, crunchy. They're hard, crunchy. Okay. These pears will never get soft. They're hard, crunch. That's the nature of them. Hard, crunchy, and crispy. You want to buy them. You want to eat them. You want to buy them brown. That's when they're ripe. They're brown. When they're unripe, when they won't brown up. You let them sit on the counter, room temperature, they'll brown up. Even the green stuff, even the green pear will ripen up. We got to wait a long time. These are the pears that are least spoiled. They don't spoil that easily. These are good. Put them on the counter, walk away, come back in a week, and they'll ripen. They'll never rot on you. It's the pear that has the most shelf life among the pears.
Wow.
There's another one here. These are the famous Bartlett pears. It's kind of they're very pretty. They have a rosy cheek on them on one side. They're pretty. They're green, and usually when you want to eat them when they're ripe. When they're ripe, you want to eat them when they're yellowish. Also, they got to be soft to the touch. They're not the juiciest pears in the world, but they have a good flavor to it, and they're sweet. Extremely sweet as well. A little tartness, but mostly sweet though. Alright. These are red. I love the color. Pretty much. They got to be a light red for ripeness. You got to touch them. You got to feel them. Don't punch them with a fingernail. You're gonna spoil the pear.
Right.
Once you put a puncher in there, that means the pear is going to be in remission. But what you want to do is you want to feel it. Have a little give when it's ripe, and this is sweet too. It's sweet. It's like we have two different kinds. This is a red Danjou, and we have a regular green Danjou on the end. They're both the same, pretty much. I think the red's a little sweeter than a regular Danjou. Danjou is more like a winter pear. They use that for cooking, poaching. It's used the Danjou pear, and the red. It's usually they eat them out of their hands. They eat them, raw at this point. Let's go to another category. This is a camise. These probably are, if you want juicy pear, sweetness and soft.
Okay.
This is probably your best pear to eat. If you like a hard, crunchy pear, don't forget the Bosque it's what you should pick. But if you want a juicy, soft pear, this you gotta have a bib, because you will drool off on the sides of your mouth. That's how good it is. When it's ripe. It's yellowish. It's got to give a soft to the touch. It's got a nice red blush to it. On one side of it, it's got a little blush. It's probably one of my favorite pears. You really enjoy it. That's a good, enjoyable pear. These little things here, they call them secos. Seco pears are extremely sweet. They have a lot of sugar in them, and they're crunchy, a little crunchy. They're sweet. They're really good. It's like one bite size. Well, it all depends. We got smaller ones, we got larger ones. But it's like a small pear. If you can't finish a big pear, then it goes into the second.
Oh, okay. Which would you say so far is the sweetest?
I like camise.
Okay.
Camise to me is the king of the pears. Pear lovers tend to like two pears. We have two different kinds of pear lovers here. The ones that are like a soft, juicier pear, they'll pick a camise, and the one that like a hard, crunchy pear, they'll pick a Bosque. And everything else, it's secondary, but they're still good. Everything is good, especially at this time of year, where it's they're in season and they're American grow and they're really wonderful. The other one, Forelli, it's an Italian pear. It's sweet too. It's got a little red. It's pretty. It's probably one of the prettiest for garnishes. A really pretty pear. It's got a nice red blush, And so the background, 60% of it's all greenish to yellowish, and it's kind of it's sweet, but it's got a little tartness into it. It's called Forelli.
And then the last one we talked
The last
about.
one we talked about was the red, the Advantage, which is we talked about the red, and then we couple with this one here. This is pretty much a poaching pear. You can eat it raw. Some people like it raw, but most people cook this pear.
Okay, great, thanks.